Let's do a role play. You be you, Pharmacist Geoff. I'll be Katie, 16, about to go on my first date. I have a date tonight with a guy called Ben Stevenson, and we are madly in love, never kissed before, but I'm like paranoid I have bad breath. Can you help a girl out? Hi, my name's Tanya Hennessy. Welcome back to The Awkward Hours, talking about bad breath today. Now, this is relatable. Of course, joined by one of our favourite pharmacists from Priceline, Geoff.
Hello.
All right, we're going to talk about bad breath today. I think so many people feel like they have bad breath. I feel like bad breath, nerves and anxiety is keeping mint companies in business.
It's in their interest.
It is in their interest.
I think masks helped a bit with that too.
100%. I actually felt really comfortable with the mask because I was like, thank God. People feel such anxiety around it. I have a friend who literally has Chewy on her person at all times. I went to high school with her.
Yep.
She has never not had Chewy on her person for the last, 25 years. That's how crazy anxious people are around feeling that they have smelly breath.
Yep.
What is bad breath and how do you get bad breath?
Well, look, most people have it in the morning. So, when your mouth dehydrates a bit, so overnight, when you don't have as much saliva and those things, well, then you can get a build-up in the morning. So morning breath is really common. But usually when you've had something to drink or cleaned your teeth, that goes away. If it's more serious than that, well, then it can hang around. There can be a lot of reasons. So sometimes you can have food stuck between your teeth if you haven't flossed properly. You can have infected gums. Certain foods can cause it as well. Other medical conditions that might reduce the amount of saliva you have in your mouth.
How many people have halitosis?
About 2 or 3%.
Right. So most of the time, bad breath is relatively easily remedied.
Yes. So just hydrating, dental hygiene, and those sorts of things.
And but a very small percentage of people would have like clinical halitosis, which needs to be, I guess, diagnosed and everything.
Definitely. Like that. Yep. Talk to your Priceline pharmacist about that and whether there needs then to be further consultations with other health professionals.
Do you ever do this? And is this a good way to check if your breath is bad? Like, is that a reasonable?
I don't know if how accurate it is, but you probably get some indication.
It's not bad.
Asking someone else is probably the best.
But do you think, though? Imagine. You can't go to a colleague, hey, I know you're working on some paperwork, quick one, could you just smell my breath? Yeah. Does that smell like halitosis or like an oral hygiene issue to you?
Told you it was tough.
You just go to Priceline. This is how you know if you got bad breath. If you want to tell, you ask a family member who can't unfamily you.
Yes.
Don't ask a first date. Don't ask someone you have a crush on. Go to your mum or your dad. And when you might have a breakfast coffee and then you don't eat till lunch, your breath is just foul town. Why is that?
Well, you've got to make sure that you are hydrated. So some things like coffee can dehydrate you, alcohol as well. And the more dehydrated you are, the more risk you have of having bad breath. So if you are skipping a meal or drinking coffee, make sure you're drinking plenty of water to go with it.
What is the best practice when it comes to minimising bad breath?
So probably having a good oral hygiene practice. So cleaning your teeth twice a day with a toothbrush with a small head and soft bristles is a good way to go.
Why a small head?
So you can, get around.
Get in there.
That's it. And nothing too hard so that it doesn't damage the enamel of your teeth or damage your gums. And flossing, usually once a day after you've brushed your teeth, and that'll help remove any trapped food particles there too. And on top of that, seeing a dentist, every 6 months.
What about mouthwash? Is mouthwash a really good way to get rid of bad breath or no?
Look, it's a great way to freshen up your mouth. It's, it'll help kill bacteria there. But you can't just rely on that. You also need to have, good dental hygiene, so flossing, brushing your teeth, seeing your dentist.
So it's like a good temporary.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
So it is good.
Yes.
I just want you to say I can keep using mouthwash.
You can, yes, you can. Yeah.
I heard this thing on the internet, which, is like a dicey place because we're here, but that you brush your teeth with the toothpaste, you spit it out, but you keep the toothpaste on your teeth, you don't rinse. True?
Yeah.
Good?
It's good to have, a lot of toothpastes have fluoride in them, and that's very important to strengthen your teeth. So if you brush your teeth and the toothpaste stays on your teeth, it helps strengthen
Would
your
it
teeth
help
that way.
bad breath?
Briefly, I mean, you've got to floss afterwards as well, which will help, dislodge any food particles that are there, and that's certainly going to help your breath.
Why don't they ever make floss pink? Because that would entice me to use it, and they should call it fairy floss. And it's tooth floss, but more fun.
That's a great idea. It's another one.
I just think, together, we could rule the world. If your gums bleed when you floss,
Yeah.
is that an indication of halitosis or...?
It's pretty normal to have a little bit of blood
Yeah.
when you floss, especially if you haven't done it for a while. If you're getting a lot of blood, you want to get that checked out.
Okay.
But yes, a little bit of blood when you floss is pretty normal.
What about when you brush?
Probably less normal.
Okay.
But certainly with flossing, because you're getting right into the gum as opposed to around the gum with the brush.
So say if I was coming in store to talk about, a situation with my bad breath, how's the best way to approach a Priceline Pharmacist?
I would just say to the Priceline Pharmacist that you were worried you might have bad breath, and then that would open up a conversation around lifestyle factors, dental hygiene, and we could have a discussion around that, either somewhere discreet in the pharmacy or in one of our consultation rooms.
Those consultation rooms are...
They're excellent.
They are excellent.
Really good, yeah.
Do you find that people use those regularly or not so much?
No, pretty regularly. We use them a lot for vaccinating as well, and then we find that leads to a lot of conversations that they might not have otherwise because you have that longer time. But it's pretty common now that we would say to someone, well, look, we can have a longer chat in the consultation room. We do it for things like medicine checks and things like that. So
Yeah.
they're good, very, very handy to have.
Thank you guys so much for watching The Awkward Ask, all about bad breath. If you've learned anything from today's video, you're welcome. Not thanks to me, but of course, thanks to Pharmacist Geoff. Well done.
Thanks, Tanya. It was great fun.
Was it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Just for a sign off, do you want to look down the camera and go, thanks for watching?
Thanks for watching Awkward Ask.
And maybe like that.
Maybe what?
Shake your shoulders.
How do you do it?
And sort of lean forward and go, thanks for watching The Awkward Ask.
Thanks for watching The Awkward Ask.
That's great.